Hello guys, this is ThaxT2K, and in this video I'll be explaining the whole two weapon fighting mechanics in D&D 5e. I've done it myself, and I know a few others have made the same mistake. But with this video, hopefully I can get around to explaining it all. So every class will have this, but the majority would be as soon as you do your main action, like with spell, with a weapon. You can bonus action to do a unarmed strike, be it a punch, kick, literally an unarmed strike. But you can have a second weapon in your offhand, but the property has it's got to be within the property of things, like short swords, rapiers, daggers. And with the offhand attack, bonus attack, you can only do your damage die. You won't be able to add your modifiers to it. But I'll tell you, unless if you hit certain things, then you can, which I'll explain in a minute. But for example, you've got a long sword and a short sword. Obviously your main action being your long sword, then you hit with your short sword. And you roll your d6 for that, and you roll a 3. It would only do 3 damage unless if you've actually got negative on your modifier. Say you got -2, so 3 take 2, you'd only do 1 damage with your offhand. But if you got like a dagger and it's got the throwing property of it, you can actually throw that and obviously do the same things around again with that. If you got positive, you won't be able to add the positive, but if it's negative, you've got to add that onto it. But there are one way of actually getting the modifiers on, and that's the fighting style. For fighter, ranger, and I think paladin as well gain this. So let me just snip over to features and traits. Here we go. Like it says before, with this you'll be able to add your modifier to your offhand weapon, but it's still got to be within the light weapon aspects of things. So you won't be able to go, oh, I've got 2 long swords here, hey, and I'm gonna start wailing on you. Unfortunately, if you don't take the next thing what I'm going to bring up next as a variant human, or obviously the first level up that you get for your stats, you won't be able to do anything like that. The only thing that you'll be able to do is your main attack with your main weapon, and you add your modifier to your die, and for your bonus action it'll be your light weapon, die and modifier. So, but as I said before, there's a certain thing that you can pick up to get rid of the light, the light aspects of it. There we go. And that's duel defeat. Obviously, if you're very human, you can pick this up straight away. But with this, you gain one bonus AC while you're wielding a separate melee weapon in each hand. You can use 2 weapon fighting even when one-handed melee weapons you are wielding are light. So in other words, you can have 2 long swords, you know, one in each hand, but you won't be able to have like anything that's got the the two-handed properties. So you won't be able to go around the field of combat with 2 great swords, one in each hand. You can have can have like a heavy weapon in each hand, but you won't be able to have heavy two-handed or medium two-handed weapons in each hand. Anything that's still within the one-handed, the weight don't matter. But also with dual wielder, you'll be able to draw or stow 2 one-handed weapons when you would normally be able to draw or stow only 1. So in other words, with an action, you will be able to let's just say you use your crossbow and you put it away, and you'll be able to draw both your weapons out in one go, instead of it taking over 2 goes for both your weapons. And same if you want to stow away to get your crossbow out. It's all in one motion instead of 2 turns. So very handy with that. And I think that covers it. So in basic, everyone has the ability to wield a offhand weapon, but you would only do your weapons die unless if you got a negative modifier. And also if you got dagger, you'll be able to throw it, and the same thing applies with that. If you choose the fighting style dual wielder, 2-weapon fighter, you'll be able to add your modifier to your weapons, if for your light weapons, in the offhand. Obviously dual wielder, it removes the light aspects on it as long as it's still a one-handed weapon. If a weapon still says, it's that, you can use 2 hands if you want, but, like versatile, you will, still be able to use it, but obviously you've got, you won't be able to use that as a, two-handed. Obviously you got a sword in each hand, or a weapon in each hand, should I say. So you'll be able to go around with 2 long swords. You won't be able to go around with 2 great swords with dual wielder. So hopefully this has been very helpful. This has been Thax T2K. I shall see you next time. Bye bye.